Cloud 9000.
What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Everything 9000 podcast. You know what we've done? We've like unintentionally matched. I'm wearing the Cloud Cricket top, and you're wearing the bottoms. The thing is, yeah, you're wearing the bottoms.
New Balance.
Fake balance. And that's what you had. You had some fake balance at the cricket.
I actually did sick.
Mate, you did not do sick.
I did sick.
You did not do sick.
I did sick. Did you get a wicket?
I got a wicket, yeah.
One wicket, yeah?
One or two?
You got one.
I got one wicket.
With your dodgy bowling, mate.
One wicket. You dropped how many catches?
None.
Yeah, 3.
3?
Definitely 2. I put 3 on for Masala, but you did drop 2 catches.
The first one was definitely not a catch.
The first one, I think, the fact that the umpire, who's probably met you twice in your life, was taking the piss out of you and imitating your theatrics. I think that says it all.
Right. But it was not a catch.
It wasn't a catch. What you started to do instead, I'm just trying to describe how you started moving. It's like, imagine a Gora at a rave, right? And his gun fingering like this, yeah. But you're running back at the same time and you were looking at the cricket ball whilst doing that.
Well, I wasn't doing that for starters.
What were you doing? Okay, your hands were up, looking to catch it, but you were like, ooh, 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 ooh,
yeah,
and then it landed behind you. Basically, this was a ball that was aerial, right? It didn't even go for 6. You were on the boundary.
I wasn't
catching.
I was not on the boundary.
You were on the boundary catching.
I was on the inside.
Okay, for that catch, you were on the inside.
Yeah.
But then there was a second catch.
The second one, I get
Off Tam's bowling, is it? No,
it's Sandeep's.
Sandeep's bowling, where you were on the boundary. And
but I was
the ball landed in between you and the boundary line. So it didn't go for 6.
It did go for 6.
No, it went for 4.
It went for 6.
It went up. Amrit, I promise you it went for 4. And I even remember telling you at the time, Amrit, that went for 4, what the fuck? And you were like, yeah, don't worry, sorry.
Okay. But, you know, talking of 4s, guess who at a 4 to bring up the 100 for us?
You were nearly out first ball.
Yeah, nearly.
I can't wait for the footage to come out for that, man. Because the fact that you were nearly out first ball, that would have been perfect.
But it wasn't for you, was it?
You know what, low-key, it was actually the most entertaining when you went out to play because you're that shit.
I don't give a shit. I still...
But that's what Cloud Cricket's all about, man.
By the way.
It's about bringing some good cricket.
Unbeaten. Strike rate. My strike rate would have been better. It's probably about 100.
You had 5. He didn't count how many balls, but you got 5 runs.
I told you I got 5. And then I was the one who hit the 4 to bring up the 100 for us.
Yeah, we finished on 99 for 1.
No, we didn't. We finished on 100.
We finished on 99.
No, it got rained off at 100.
Well, one run needs adjusting here or there. Then either way, I don't think it makes a difference to the result. We Duckworth Lewis DLS. In this case, you know, the original is Duckworth Lewis Stern. Everyone always forgets about Stern, but we use Duckworth Lewis Singh, and we came to the appropriate conclusion that Midlands won, man.
Yeah, we were
Rapping Midlands. Do you know what? Shout out the sponsors, man. Moorfield Farm.
Yeah, chicken farm
from scratch. Yeah. Jewellery brand. Get to know, man. Got some clean stuff.
I was going to say, who are from scratch?
Mr. Chopra.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
London based, man. They've got some... I got one of my cloud rings made from them. The On 9000 ring.
Nice. I didn't know you had an On 9000 ring.
Obviously, you need to get to know, man.
Wait. I need one of those. What the fuck? I thought, am I not a valued employee of this company?
Is that what we should do? Give every employee an On 9000
ring? Definitely me. I'm not even an employee. Come on, man. How are you flexing a Cloud 9000 ring and this has only been like, this is the first.
Do you know what? I actually need a bigger one as well. So we'll get them sorted out.
How am I only finding this out now?
We'll see if next year's sponsorship... Nah, I'm not even saying that. That's fucked. This event was for charity, by the way. Every single penny went to... Well, every single profitable penny, because a lot of the shit came out of my pocket. And to be fair, some of the boys put up money too, has gone to Midland Langar Seva Service. We raised over 580 quid in the end. So all of that is defo going.
Very nice.
And then the grounds come back and said, you fucked up all the facilities and you need to pay this, you need to pay that.
Did they actually come back and say that?
Mate, what I've had to deal with this time. You know, don't get me wrong, West Bromwich Dartmouth, I've got a long-standing relationship with them, but this year, they were...
But we actually didn't damage anything. We were really careful not to do it.
100%, man. Like, we're educated people. We're not football hooligans.
Yeah, we literally put the covers back on as soon as we could.
Yeah. The rain fucked things up. I'll get onto the rain. But sorry, let me just continue with the sponsors. Last but not least...
Perfect glazing.
Come on.
for all your window needs.
Yeah, space for one on the back. Obviously, we're sponsored by Fake Balance. They gave us about 100 grand to 150,000 deal, 3-year deal. So one more year with these, then we'll switch to Nike. And Cloud logo, clean as fuck.
Standard.
And do you know what? Blue for Midlands, yellow for London Legends. London Legends, you know what? It was a tighter game this time.
Was it?
Man, the fact that they put up 156 or whatever they put up, that's way better. Like, the last year's team would not have done that.
Yeah.
They had the Barry brothers.
Yeah. They couldn't utilise them fully.
Yeah. They had the Barry brothers, but we had the Joanda brothers.
Well, yeah, they were sick. Joanda brothers were sick.
Joanda brothers were sick, man.
Were you taking Barry brothers or Joanda brothers?
Do you know what? I got to take the Joandas, bro. I got to take the Joandas. Because you know what? They both can bowl good spin. Mm-hmm. And then we didn't even see Amar's batting this time.
Yeah.
We didn't even see my batting, but obviously don't watch that.
Your batty.
My batty. But yeah, like, I reckon we could have chased 200.
Oh, we could have. With me in that team, we were on our course.
All right, yeah,
we were on our way.
Yeah, chill out.
Not out. Yeah. By the way, I expect to start the Open next year, from not out. Carry on where we left off.
Carry on where we left off. But you know what? A lot of people are saying we should do it in London next year.
If they can find a stadium, if they can find a ground, you know.
There was another one I've been considering, Himley, because apparently they've got floodlights and we could even do a night event, day-night game. That could be fire.
We could do a test
And do you know what we need to do? No, we're not doing a test. But do you know what we need to do? We need to finesse a Sunday on a bank holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Because do you know what? It affects turn-up so much.
August is a bit of a write-off because...
I don't care.
It has
I know
to
what
be
you're saying
April.
because it's wedding central.
No,
wedding
not write-off in the sense that it'll be raining, but April could be a good shout, you know.
April?
Yeah.
April's going to be raining? I booked... Last year, we had May and it rained. This year, we have July and it rained.
It didn't rain last year.
Sorry, last year we had September and it rained a little bit. It did. Well, it did. I remember it raining.
Well, I wasn't there for half the game.
For half the game, yeah. But we got the game in still. So last year wasn't that bad. We got the game in. There's a bit of rain.
Is there a bank holiday in May?
There's a couple, yeah. There's a couple in May. But May's too early. Like, if it was raining in July, it's going to rain in May. Like, August is when it's going to be booming, I think.
I think August is when the rain comes.
Nah, September, October is when the rain comes.
Well, the rain comes anytime, but
August is peak summer. July and August is meant to be peak summer. Right. Obviously, we can't do a Saturday because league games are on. But yeah, man, we need to finesse something. I think we need a bank holiday weekend. We'll finesse that for next year. But overall, good event, man. Shout out everyone that came up. There has been so much going on this last week.
Too much.
The election happened. Do you know what? I don't think we're going to cover the election stuff because we pretty much covered that in a whole episode with Indian Doctor, whose episode you should go and check out on their channel. It is funny though because like when the election week's happening, everyone is supposedly a politician. They know everything. Now no one gives a shit. It's literally like even the day after Keir Starmer got elected, there's been no chat about it. No BBC News articles on the homepage. Literally no one cares.
Wait, you're saying there's no BBC News articles on the homepage after the election?
Yeah, people have been more concerned with the Euros than the election after they vote.
Yeah, no, after they vote, it's done and dusted. You get the results, so, you know, you move on to the next thing. But generally, you
move on to the next thing. But do you know what? At the same time, like, it's crazy how much interest there is.
Of course there's going to be interest because it's the person who's going to be ruling for the next 5 years.
And then what I'm trying to say is, and then the lack of interest the day after. It's not like that Keir Starmer's been elected and the politics have changed all of a sudden.
No, it's not that. But what happens now is essentially, there's always a bit of a transition period in between. You know, like the new Prime Minister will come in, try and get himself set in, pick his cabinet and all that. Probably takes a week. It's always interesting to see what they do very first thing. So like in the first week. The very next day...
Well, he's already scrapped the Rwanda policy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So that's the biggest kind of change that's come out from there, like the Rwanda policy gone. And then, to be honest, so I was hearing the article, so like, you know, civil servants, you know, like the departments and so on, like obviously the civil servants are like not affiliated with any political party. They work under whoever comes in. So like the civil servant stays, the politician comes and goes, basically, yeah? The head person comes and goes, but the everybody else stays. So in the Department of Justice, I think, and even in the Home Office department, there was a couple of other departments where, so the ministers went for the first ever time there, and like the civil servants were like seen partying and like absolutely cheering and whooping basically the fact that Labour have come in and Tories have gone. So they were like really happy about like a new, like the change of basically bosses that they've had. And generally, they were saying, well, you shouldn't be celebrating because basically, you're meant to be like a public servant. You serve whoever's in power.
Yeah, they're impartial.
Yeah, they're meant to be impartial. But yeah, I guess that kind of tells you the state of people that have been working in those departments and stuff. It's been absolutely terrible for the 10, 15 years. We'll see if a change comes.
We'll see. But like I said, if you want to cover like more deep political thoughts that we had, I think, check out that episode. But do you know what? We will get to American politics. Before that, we have to. Let's discuss the elephant in the room. Mm-hmm. England got knocked out of the Euros last night.
Well, they didn't get knocked out. They just lost in the final.
Which is the same as getting knocked out.
Losing a final is not the same as getting knocked out the Euros.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, so Spain have gone until they're going to play another game now, are they?
No, Spain won.
Right, okay. So England lost the Euro final, not knocked out.
Okay, they lost the final.
Yeah.
With 5 minutes.
They would have been knocked out the semi-finals.
Do you know what, though, right? The way that they lost in the last 5 minutes, it almost... Well, actually, it makes me feel a bit sorry for the team. I'd rather they've got pumped 5-0, everyone's just angry with Southgate, getting the fuck out. Whereas now it's like halfway.
You know what it is? I stopped watching England in 2016, man.
You said this about 30 times, yeah. We all know that. But that's not the point here. Did you not watch the final?
I did watch the final, and I was... Again, every time I root for England, they lose, yeah. And every time I've not rooted for England, they've won. So last night, obviously, I was rooting for England. I was thinking, okay, we've got to the final. Finally, But Gareth Southgate is not the manager that's going to win anything with England.
You have to give him props where props are due. At the time that he was appointed, the England team had a large disconnect with the fans. It was
in disarray. I get it.
It was in disarray, and he came in, he galvanised the team, connected with the fans, and he's brought a good team spirit. I think though now he's come to a point where
he's at 4 major tournaments.
The likes of Foden, Bellingham, Mainu have come in, exciting young talent, and he is just like a defensive coach. He can't work with attacking players.
He's not even a defensive coach.
Oh yeah, he is. He's the most cautious coach.
No,
I know,
but then he is so dead. Even when he's being defensive, he just gets shit wrong.
That's true. I don't want to disrespect the likes of Mourinho, who are defensive coaches.
Exactly. He's not on there. So you're trying to define his philosophy, saying he's defensive and so on, but he's just a terrible manager. In terms of coaching. Managing, he's done well. In terms of player
managing
management,
the players.
Yeah, management of the players and the relationship he's built with the fans. Between the players and the fans, essentially, because when 2016 Rooney getting booed off, and after Iceland and stuff, that was literally the moment I think a lot of people stopped watching England, or even with the same excitement that it was, let's say, during the 2000s, for example. For me, I kind of fell off there. I thought, I can't be. I used to watch every friendly with the same fever, essentially, I'd be like, it's the World Cup final. Every time there was a friendly, I would watch it without any miss. But since then, I've literally just not given a shit because it just happens every time. And even now, England players get pumped up to be much bigger than they actually are. And to be honest, this is the best team we've had for a long, long time.
And England's always got the best team we've had for a long time, bro.
Nah, not really.
Think of that golden generation.
No, so the golden generation, but since the golden generation have kind of all stepped out now, right? This is the best team we've had since the golden generation, I think. If you think about it.
We had the La Liga player of the season. We had the Premier League player of the season. We had
German Bundesliga, I'm sure.
German Bundesliga
Harry
player
Kane
of the
would have
season.
been.
Yeah. So we had those 3 players of the season. That's crazy.
Who was English player of the season?
Foden.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's nuts. It's actually nuts to not win anything with those players. It's a crime. And you know what it is? If you
I don't think the crime is to not win. I think the crime is to not bring the best out of them.
Not yet that.
So Bellingham was playing on the left and he was moaning all game.
And Harry Kane, a lot of pundits were saying that basically he's wasted Harry Kane because if you look at the system he plays in,
he's not wasted Harry Kane. Harry Kane was not up to the races. He's not fit for starters.
Not even
Gareth
fit.
South. No, he's not fit.
Yeah.
A fit Harry Kane may be different, but he is in his 30s. Not only have his legs caught up with him, he's not fit.
But he hasn't played the system to benefit Harry Kane as well. You know how in Tottenham and in Bayern he's got 2 wingers on his side, basically that feed him all the time. England have not had that.
Harry Kane he's always in CDM. He's so deep.
Yeah, he always is, but still,
Harry Kane. We should have started with Watkins.
Yeah,
right. Or if you play Harry Kane, play Gordon with him.
Yeah,
Anthony Gordon didn't get a look in.
Oh, bro, Anthony Gordon is a top player.
Palmer just about came on after Bellingham screamed on the touchline. Look for these clips online. Bellingham was like to Southgate, fucking change something.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
The fact that he's playing on the left, he hated that. He's not a left midfielder, right? The fact that his pal Harry Kane just won't take him off. He took him off after 60 minutes. Sky Sports rated Harry Kane in the player ratings of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. His mate, fucking Jordan Henderson, was in the stands. I'm surprised he didn't give him some minutes.
I didn't see Jordan Henderson there. But nuts. Yeah, honestly, it's frustrating. So I think Gareth Southgate, what worries me is that the FA are still backing him, obviously.
Crazy.
He's a company man through and through. You know what I mean? Like Gareth Southgate.
Yeah, he's a safe.
Not even like he's just a yes man, isn't he? Like he's just like the most vanilla person you could have in that position. Highest paid manager in that tournament as well. By the way, he gets
really.
I'm sure he's on like 9 million a year or something.
Wow.
It could be less. It could be like 7 or something. But he's
Premier
definitely
League managers on that.
Yeah, so he's definitely one of the highest paid managers in the world. By the way, if you Google it, exactly what his salary is, I'm sure.
Oh well, but that figure's not like crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure he's one of the highest paid managers in the world, and to think that guy is he has literally skills in terms of coaching and tactics. His skills.
Yeah, his tactical analysis, his coaching isn't there. The system isn't there.
Yeah,
like if you think about it, the best time England have played is that first half in Netherlands when we had 3 at the back.
And even like if you look at,
why did we go back to a 4?
I don't know, but like if you think about it in context, if you look at the tournaments that he's played. Right, if you look at the first one he played, it was 2018. England got to the semi-final. Who did they beat on the way?
Well, they lost to Croatia.
No, they lost to Croatia. The only team of credible sort of like they should have beaten that Croatia team because that Croatia team was creaking. They were old as fuck. Right, they got thumped.
It was only really Modric just on game.
Yeah, but not only that. So they beat Colombia on the way. Who did they beat on the way? Somebody else, like some most minor teams in the world. The one test you kind of like get put up with. In the World Cup, you lose that.
Well, England would have been out in the quarters if they'd have faced Spain or Germany or France.
100%. And then even and then you come into the 2020 Euros, the one held in 21, essentially. England faced Germany. Germany, by no means the same team they were. They were absolutely abysmal. They were abysmal the whole
That was the one that Brazil took apart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So, again, you beat that, but that's hardly an achievement. Again, it was an easy route to the final. Italy came up with some tough opposition, faltered there. Again, World Cup, Qatar, quarterfinals. Who did they get knocked out by in quarterfinals? Was it by Portugal, was it? Or
I don't know.
I have no idea anymore. But nothing, even in this World Cup, you're talking about beating Slovakia, Switzerland and stuff.
Yeah.
Was it on penalties?
Who did they beat in the last round? Was it Slovakia? Or
Switzerland. Switzerland. Or was it Slovenia before or Slovakia before something? One of those two. But it was basically mine.
I wish they'd have got pumped that game.
Yeah.
Because that was all my Bellingham scored that last overhead kick.
And then they needed penalties against Switzerland. Switzerland are a good team, don't get me wrong, but
England should be walking over.
Exactly. And then, you come into Spain. Spain, they just didn't get a look in. I mean, yeah, England got... If you watch the BBC highlights, it's 5 minutes. It's literally, there's just 2 attacks. Yeah.
England offered nothing.
Exactly, and then the rest was just Spain.
I think that's what... But the thing is, I'll pose the question to you, yeah? If England had won last night, do you care how they play?
Not necessarily, but I was still wanted Gareth Southgate to be gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of the way that England played. But then how can you get rid of a manager that's
not necessarily how they played, but generally speaking, like how they've been historically.
How can you get rid of him if he wins you a trophy?
You can. You just say, okay, look, you left on high. It's time to make that team needs freshening up. That you can't basically freshen it with new players. So what you need is there needs to be some new blood, essentially, which freshens things up. And I think Eddie Howe,
Jurgen Klopp, man.
Jurgen Klopp, I don't think it will come into management.
But that would be so fire.
Yeah, I mean, look at you now.
No. Look, I've always maintained that Jurgen Klopp's a good manager.
Yeah, Klopp, and then I think Graham Potter could be another decent shout.
Yeah,
but Jurgen Klopp, because Jurgen Klopp speaks English so well and stuff, I think he'd be an ideal.
And the track record, man, players respect a track record.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like a Graham Potter. If I'm a player, don't get me wrong, like a Southgate or a Graham Potter or whatever, or am I respecting?
But I think if it's going to be Klopp, then it may be the case that they say to Klopp, okay, look, we'll line you up, but then if you want to take your year off, if you want to take your 2 years off, do it. But we want to bring you in. Klopp ain't going to come in straight away. That's one thing. So it could be that Southgate keeps the job for about another year, but then if he keeps another year, then they'll say, well, listen, we'll give him we'll give him the World Cup as well. So it could be a possibility, but then I don't know if Jurgen Klopp would
Carlo Ancelotti would be a shout.
I don't think Ancelotti's going to leave in Madrid for England. He's going to retire from Madrid when he wants to.
He's going to retire from Madrid, which will Do you know what? You can never discount Madrid just like coming second in La Liga, not winning the Champions League, and all of a sudden they need a new manager.
Yeah.
So Carlo Ancelotti could very conceivably be out of a job in a year. Line it up, bro.
But right now, if England approached Carlo Ancelotti, if FA went to him, I don't think he's coming.
Is Harry Kane England's greatest player?
Nah. I think Wayne Rooney was probably...
Put it there.
But to be honest...
No, put it there. Just don't talk. Amrit, you've done something good. No, you've smashed it. No, shake that.
Who's been the best player? Wayne Rooney has not been the Wayne Rooney. I'm not
actually... hanging?
No.
Right. I'll remember that.
If you think about it, Wayne Rooney was never the Man United Wayne Rooney for England, was he?
Still a baller.
He only ever scored in that Euros 2004, never scored in
that was his best tournament.
Yeah.
He had a couple of struggling tournaments, but you know what?
He never scored after in any of the tournaments until like 2016 or something. So actually, Harry Kane probably is because he does, barring this one, obviously, he does show up in the big tournaments.
I mean, the Harry Kane curse is real.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, it is real, bro.
Yeah.
He lost the league to Leicester at Tottenham. Everyone forgets about that one, but let's talk about that one. Lost the final.
You know what was funny before you gone?
Go on.
Him saying he'll swap everything he had in his career for the Euros. Bro, what have you got to swap, man?
He's on about his golden boots.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about them? Who remembers them? Honestly.
True.
You know what I mean?
He's got an Audi Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, Audi Cup's big, bro. But yeah, 2018, what was it, semi-final? 2020 final.
World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, the Champions League as well.
He lost the Champions League final. Yeah. Liverpool. Didn't he lose the final where Mourinho was sacked from Tottenham?
Yeah, the League Cup.
The League Cup.
Couldn't even win the League Cup.
Couldn't win the League Cup. Then he's gone to Germany, and for the first time in 12 years?
11.
11 years, Bayern didn't win the league.
And
he didn't win a trophy with them.
No, and they didn't even win the Super Cup, like whatever they have, like the Community Shield
equivalent. Pot or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, the Community Shield equivalent, basically.
So, and now he's had a mare in 2024. The guy's cursed, bro.
He is. Do you reckon...
He needs to come play for Midland Maestros and win a trophy. That's what he needs to do, bro.
Wasn't he like... People were saying he'll be guaranteed a trophy at Bayern. He needs to go get a trophy for himself.
Don't get me wrong. He'll get a trophy next year. He'll get a trophy.
We'll see.
He'll break the curse, but it won't be respected. Yeah. But yo, we need to talk about...
I don't know if he can win a trophy as long as Alonso's there, you know, in the Bundesliga.
No, he will.
We'll see.
But yo,
it's not given anymore.
Talking to Xabi Alonso, we need to talk about James Bond.
Okay.
007.
All right.
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden.
Yeah, same amount of assists as Marcus Rashford in this tournament.
Right.
And goals.
Right.
7 games, 0 assists, 0 goals. We need to talk about it.
Yeah, Foden's a bit of a funny player, to be honest. Like, he popped up last season for City, but he was on the decline a little bit before then.
I wouldn't say he's on the decline.
No, he was, because he was. So. He at the start of the season, he certainly wasn't in the first team.
Oh no, that just means Pep Guardiola isn't afraid to bench him.
Yeah, no, but I think he was a little bit like he wasn't being hurt.
Well, Gareth Southgate is afraid to bench him.
Yeah, 100%. Gareth Southgate is afraid to bench anyone. Like he kept Hendersoning for so long when it wasn't needed. It took Henderson.
What infuriates me, yeah, and Amrit, I'm sure if you haven't even watched the tournament, but it's been fairly widely accepted that Mainu has just slotted in. He's a baller. Oh, no, he can handle pressure for his age. He's
good.
He's good, right? But the fact that we started the tournament with Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield for 2 games, and then we had Conor Gallagher
come in,
before we had Mainu. Bear in mind how many training sessions he would have seen with Mainu. It doesn't take a genius to work out. He can handle it, right? It's just layers and layers and layers of shit management, man.
It is. Mainu should have been starting from the get-go. You've got play. Honestly, if you think about the midfield, I mean, we keep talking about England. It's getting boring now, because it's just
play 3 at the back. Just put Trent on the wing and you've got Luke Shaw now, but before he came in, put Trippier on that side.
Again, Luke Shaw is another one that I think is a weak link.
He had a great game. He managed Lamine Yamal very well.
Okay,
and he brings that left-footed balance. I mean, who else is replacing him?
I just don't think Luke Shaw is a proper footballer.
I'm right. Okay. I'm pretty sure he is.
He's not. He's a fat, lumpy ass man.
No, but so is Rudy.
But Rudy was a babbershir, man. You can't fuck with Rudy.
So is Luke Shaw, right?
Luke Shaw is not a babbershir. Luke Shaw is a chua. He is. He's got the characteristics of a chua.
A rat.
Yeah.
Takes one to no one.
Right, okay. But then Wayne Rooney had something different, man. Wayne Rooney was chubby as fuck, but he was just a geezer that would just do the job. You know, those fucking halfway line lobs and stuff. I miss Wayne Rooney as a footballer, man.
He's aging like no tomorrow, though, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He needs some La Roche-Posay or some shit, man.
Yeah, but, I think he's always been like that kind of one to let go and stuff. I mean, but Wayne Rooney, when he was in his prime, was probably the best player in the world.
You don't get on, was it 6 consecutive FIFA covers for nothing?
Yeah.
No one else has managed that.
He was a top player.
That's crazy.
I mean, his personal life left much to be desired for, but in terms of on the pitch...
Well, he's smashing it off the pitch too, man. Every goal's a hole. Every goal's a goal. Your boy got shot up.
Who?
Mr. Trump.
Oh, shit. I mean, that's not even, funny, man.
I didn't say it's funny.
But it's mental. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I've seen the video.
It's mental, isn't it?
Crazy.
It was and then he just touches his ear.
There's some videos that have come out since saying that he turned his head just at the right moment. If he hadn't turned his head from there to there, rather than the bullet skimming his head, the bullet path would have hit that much of his head, and it could have been fatal.
It would have been fatal.
Well, yeah.
It's nuts.
Kismet, bro.
Your time's up when your time's up, not before, not after.
But do you know what? There was an air of... People were just saying this is staged, this was planned.
Yeah.
He got up. Why did he have the chance to do a photo op? I can't lie, it's gangster. It's gangster.
Yeah, I mean, none of this is planned or anything. Nobody plans on getting shot, especially that close. I mean, if somebody's dying, it's absolute nonsense to say that it's planned and stuff. I think it's absolute nonsense.
50 Cent since has done a concert. Obviously, his song "Many Men Wish Death Upon Me." He performed that song with a picture of his body and Trump's face on it. American culture has just taken to it like bees to a honey. It's just literally it's just, he's going to win.
Yeah, he's going to win. I mean, you know what? He's going to use it to his advantage, and I think every politician would anyway. Yeah. I mean, it's going to give him less air of invincibility now, this whole thing that, you tried to take me down, you couldn't, because that's what...
It goes against that whole... I posted a reel... about you, where about 3 episodes ago you talked about how your dad was talking about how Trump, strong man, Trump, and you were just against that. You said he's the biggest coward ever. What'd you say now?
He is still the biggest coward ever.
He's not. He's just taking a bullet, mate.
He's not taking a bullet.
A bullet skimmed through his ear, took part of his ear, was bleeding. He took a bullet.
Yeah, but it's not like saying I went to the border, fought for my country, took a bullet. It's not the same.
No, let's not get lost in semantics.
No.
He took a bullet to his body.
He didn't take a bullet to his body
for his country. He was doing presidential duties.
Right.
So he took a bullet.
You're romanticising it a bit more than it needs to be.
No, I'm not romanticising it.
You're saying that he took a bullet.
You called him a coward. I think he took a bullet. That goes against being a coward.
I disagree. I mean, listen, there's no way you can spin this on me, by the way. Yeah, what you're doing is chatting shit. So we'll get back to the serious stuff.
I love how you get impressed.
No, it's not about...
And you just can't take it now. No, you can't handle the heat, buddy.
No, it's not that. So as I was trying to say, my point being is obviously he'll use it to his advantage like any politician would, trying to get this air of invisibility. But also what I'm really pissed at and what's really fucked is, what's my man's name? Biden is like a bumbling fool.
Biden thought his vice president got shot. Biden thought his vice president got shot.
You know what? How that guy is the very system that he's been in, he's been embedded in it for so long. How much more do you want? You've become a governor since the age of 30 or whatever. He's been in politics for a good part of 50, 60 years. He's done everything. He's been a governor, senator, whatever, vice president, then a president, because the one thing he wanted to do was become president. That was a big, long, lifelong sort of a goal for his. You've become president. You're clearly past your sell-by date. Clearly. You were past your fucking sell-by date before the last elections, and still you're still wanting to hold on to that power for what, man?
It's a shame.
I don't understand for what.
Because
you're alienating the voters. You're basically...
No, I don't think he's the one in the decision anymore.
Sorry,
I don't think he's the one making the decisions anymore.
No.
I think for a long time, for a period of a few months now. No, Amrit, clearly you.
No, it's not even about making the decision. What I'm trying to say is him. insisting on to kind of fight on for the elections when everybody, even the Democrats.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I don't think he's the one making the decisions.
So
he's out of his mind, bro. He's not even there half the time.
Exactly.
So it's whoever's controlling him, and he's almost like a puppet put forward as the face of it. I mean, it's a shame
what
because
sort of conspiracy bullshit are you spewing here,
it's
man?
you're telling me Joe Biden is of sane mind.
He's not, and he clearly needs to be told that.
Exactly.
And he's not
so we're
listening
saying the same thing here.
And
right?
this is the point I'm trying to make.
No, but we're saying the same thing then, Amrit. How is what I'm saying a conspiracy, but then you can say it?
No, what you're trying to say is like he's been put off by people. Like by who? Who is they that you're referring to?
His party. His party
would fucking have him off if they could in a minute. Even the major donors to the Democratic Party have said, "Listen, you need to fucking change him." Even all of the politicians.
So you think it's just Joe Biden himself just clinging onto power?
Exactly.
Right.
If you think, just Google any Democrat leader, they're basically crying out for them to be stepped off.
It's a shame because if Kamala Harris, with a solid VP, had come into power, right, they would have won.
I don't think Kamala Harris would win the election on her own because America is very different to the UK.
That's what I'm saying, with a solid VP.
I don't think she should be the person going in for the president.
Well, who is then? There is no other solid candidate?
No, they'll find a white male. They will.
Okay, but who?
I don't know.
There isn't one.
What I'm trying to tell you is they'll find somebody to come in. There's also this, I can't remember the guy's name now, this 50-year-old, I think. I can't remember his name at all. He's one of the, I can't remember his name at all, basically. But there is somebody they could have bring him in, right? And put him up against Trump. I think Kamala Harris against Trump is not going to work at all. I mean, even Hillary Clinton, who people thought was as solid choice as you could have against Trump, didn't work.
No, but obviously the times were different in 2016 than they were in 2020, and they are now in
not much different. I think
no, they're very different, Amrit.
Not much different.
Very different, Amrit. To say they're not different is just a crazy ludicrous statement. I'm not even going to entertain this. No. We've had COVID, wars, so much since. It's completely different.
Yeah, but then
politics is all about rhetoric. It's about what events are happening at the time.
No, politics is about literally image, essentially, in a way as well, right? Okay, yeah. What sort of like Trump? So
you're telling me it's got nothing to do with rhetoric and the events that are happening at the time?
Trump is a convicted felon, right? Yeah, he's basically a person who's been convicted of an offence in the courts and stuff, right? Yeah,
yeah.
And look how popular he is still now. Yeah. He's popular as he was in 2016, if not more.
Yeah,
right.
But
so what I'm trying to tell you is like
that also has to do with the fact that Biden's a weak candidate.
No, Biden is a hugely weak candidate. He was a weak candidate even when his weakness has been exposed more so in the last few months, and especially since that debacle of a debate.
When Trump lost, right, he still had 70 million voters.
Yeah,
right. So the image is never gone.
Exactly,
and that doesn't mean the image is not gone now. The image will still be there. I'm just saying a credible candidate would have beaten him.
Trump?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. They still can.
That's what I was saying.
No.
You just went against me and said no.
No, what you're trying to say is that you said that, things are different now. I'm saying things are not much different from 2016 until now.
I'm saying they're different in the fact that Trump wouldn't have won.
In what way?
I'm saying when Trump won...
Yeah.
People wanted a change, just how people in the UK wanted a change now, from Conservative to Labour. Mm-hmm. That wave, Trump was never going to lose in 2016.
Yeah.
He was coming in. Come 2020, right, had COVID not happened, right, had the whole George Floyd mass awakening, especially a lot of black people went to vote then, that wouldn't usually vote. Right, had those events and that rhetoric not been sparked, then Trump would have won, in my opinion.
I think not necessarily.
Right, Biden wouldn't have. No, come on.
I think Biden was always like.
You tell me why Trump lost.
Trump lost. I mean, obviously those factors are huge, right?
Exactly.
No, those factors are huge, but they're not the only factors. When it comes to voting, okay, yeah, and you have to realize how America votes and stuff. There is an element of who you are as a person, what your race, and even what your gender is. It is very much... A lot of people would not have voted for Hillary Clinton simply because she may be a woman, and they voted instead for Trump because he was this macho man that they thought could lead the country against,
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
And then when Biden came in, Biden was a person that they have seen and looked at for many, many years, and they felt reassured.
It's a safe bet.
Safe bet. That's why Biden came in, and this is why I'm saying now, if Kamala Harris comes in now...
And I think people now, which is exactly what I'm saying, even though you're saying that people look at gender, etc., I'm still saying people would have gone for the safe bet.
No, I think in this sense they
100% given the whole felony
Kamala
stuff
Harris
that's come
would
out
not be a safe bet.
a few months ago.
No, a safe bet. She would be a safe bet for the more liberal Democrats and stuff. But people more on the conservative side, even within the Democrat Party, I don't think they would be going for Kamala Harris as a president.
We can agree to disagree. Another thing we need to talk about, yeah, you were talking about raw dogging flights. You were asking me what that is because I put that in the notes, yeah. Mm-hmm. There's been a TikTok trend going around where people are getting these long haul flights, I don't know, UK to Singapore, wherever, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14 hour flights, and they are not subscribing to any entertainment whatsoever. The only entertainment they give is like looking at the map, or that's it. No music, no movies, no podcasts, no books, nothing like this. They are raw dogging the flight. Some people are taking it that extreme. They're not even eating food. They're raw dogging it.
How do you record yourself raw dogging the flight?
With a camera.
Right, so you are engaged in some sort of...
To be fair, some people just get a clip, like, just raw dogged a flight for 14 hours straight and just get like a 10-second clip of it. And that's it. To be fair, you don't have any signal, Wi-Fi, whatever.
Yeah. How do you do on like long haul flights?
I bang out movies.
Yeah.
Like literally 3. If it's a flight to India, 9 hours, I can fit in 3.
You know, the first couple of times when Mum went, she wasn't like savvy with like, you know, a smartphone and stuff. So she rogged all those flights. You know what I mean?
That's true, you know. Punjabis have been raw dogging flights since day.
Yeah.
This is a trend.
The last few times though, my mum's been using a smartphone. I've downloaded like Bard for on Spotify, but then also a couple of movies. So you know she'll have her headphones on.
I guess if you have those Air India flights that don't have TVs, you got a raw dog no option.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're fucking terrible.
But you know what? They're the worst flights, bro.
But you know what? The food makes it worth it. The food, I do like the food on them.
The food,
yeah,
food is ass, bro. They're like the driest jol ever.
Yeah, I know. Right? It still does
with the curry that is the driest ever.
Paneer.
That paneer,
bro.
Right, there's about 4 chunks of paneer, and the turi around it is so hot and burnt that it's just dried up. All moisture has been seeped out of it.
Yeah, because you're in the air, mate. There is an element of that too. You do realise that, right?
Okay, and what about when you're serving in first class and you've got perfectly duck with hoisin sauce and it's just all pristine?
Well, I've not been in first class.
I don't think it's about being in the air. I think it's about the budget subscribed to the food.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's what I think it's about.
No, but then they bring you like unlimited peanut packets, unlimited drinks, you know. You pop back, you know.
Yeah.
There are mans there that empty a whole bottle by themselves after peg after peg after
100%.
peg.
100%. That is men's versions of raw dogging flights. They do it with shabab.
But then people, like, you know, when you're raw dogging flights, are you allowed to sleep?
Good question. I don't think they do sleep, no. That's one of the rules, you can't sleep. Because that's just like nothing then. You've not done anything, you just slept. You've not raw dogged it.
But then how do you look at the map thing? Air India, when it's always broken as well, it's never like reliable, like where you are.
You're flying over Bangladesh, but you're showing that you're over Kazakhstan. No, you're over like Turkmenistan for like 20 hours. It just doesn't move from Turkmenistan. To be fair, that's a genuine layover.
Yeah, no, but it flies over Turkmenistan and stuff, doesn't it? But like, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
there was with Turkmenistan Airlines, but Air India, Air India. I mean,
but yeah, do you reckon you could raw dog a flight?
Nah, fuck that, bro.
You're too pussy for it. I know you are.
It's not about being pussy for it, but like, what would you do, man? We live in a life now where we're constantly entertained. You know what I mean? Like our parents could have
stimulated.
Yeah, our parents could definitely have sat there for 14 hours.
Do you know what? When I went to Marbs 3 weeks ago, I went to Marbella for the weekend, and the week before that I had a job on in London, which required me to be quite hands-on. And then when I came back from Marbella on the Sunday, checked my phone screen time on the Monday, because Apple sends you those notifications, it said your screen time was 32 minutes. And I couldn't believe that. Because my screen time is normally like 5 hours, 30 minutes. I think I got a notice this morning. There we go. 5 hours, 20 minutes.
Wow.
So to come back...
How do you set that, by the way? I need to do that for myself.
Weekly report available. I don't know. I've not set it. It just comes up every Monday without fail. It is Monday, yeah. Every Monday without fail. But that one was like, wow, that was me. I was on my phone for an average of 32 minutes last week.
When you were in Marbella?
Yeah. And not just in Marbella. So I was in Marbella from the Thursday. But then I was in London from Monday to Thursday.
So what did you do in your flight? How long was your flight?
Flight was 3 hours.
So did you not like watch a film or something during the flight? Or?
To be fair, on the way back I knocked out. On the way there, you're with 13 of the boys on a stag, man. You're not on your phone, right? So the point being is that I felt good knowing that I was not on my phone as much. It's possible, but you know what I mean. You got to make your own stimulation.
Interesting.
Maybe we should do a YouTube video. You know, who cracks first?
Rawdogging YouTube video.
Rawdogging. Maybe not that
Stream
kind of rawdogging. Not that kind of rawdogging video, yeah. But I reckon we could do a challenge. See who cracks first. And you know what? Maybe we just get a room. I've seen some videos where YouTubers go into a room.
to stream it.
50 hours.
Well, we shouldn't be discussing this on there.
Well, obviously, fuck everyone. You can't do ideas better than me. But yeah.
This is my idea, mate.
All right, fine. Then Amrit. But yeah, we should do it, man. We'll do it.
This is going to be a big live stream.
We'll call it the Raw Dog stream.
We need to beep all this out, by the way, yeah? When you release the episode.
What?
Can't be sharing ideas on air like this.
But yo, talking of streams, Speed has just been all over Europe. Every day he's got a new stream coming out. It's called an IRL stream in real life. So he's like literally every day, bro, in Poland, in Czech Republic, Bulgaria, Romania. Every day for he's just been in a different country. And to be fair, over his Poland one, he gained 100,000 subscribers in a day. People have just been locked in because they're just this is what I mean. Streaming is difficult because you actually have to do it for 7, 8, 9 hours at a time. But then your audience is so invested by watching those 2, 3, 4 hours. Even Ammo is sending me screenshots and stuff all the time. We're talking about it. I'm locked. You know what? I come to work. I probably do watch about half an hour of it, and it's just fun.
What does he do in those things?
To be fair, most of it is just people coming up to him asking for selfies. But he is entertaining, man. I don't know why he just finds random stuff. He sees a dog there. He starts barking at it as a challenge. He does a backflip. He went to Germany, tried doner kebab for the first time. Just little things like that. He went to...
He's gone about 20 years in his life without doner kebab.
Yeah, he did a stream with Zlatan. Zlatan took him around Milan for an hour. That link up was crazy. They broke streaming records on that. That was his biggest stream in Europe. He got 350,000 views or whatever.
Right.
But he had one crazy moment, right, where he was in Norway. He was in a shop. Obviously, people see him in the streets. He went into a shop, but outside the shop, it just became so busy and crowded that he couldn't get out. Obviously, he has a team of about 4 or 5 security with him. But he just couldn't get out of the shop. The clips that came from this... They're not even funny. They were actually low-key fucked. He was carried out by security. Imagine flocks of people around him, right? People were, harassing him, touching him. Someone ripped a lock of his hair off, right? Sold it on eBay.
Right.
Speed's hair. That is... you shouldn't laugh, but you can't help but laugh. That's so fucked. But... yeah, that was he was I'm never going to Norway again.
That's a shame because Norway's a really nice country. I want to go to Norway.
But that, yeah, man, I don't know. That was crazy. That was just nuts. But another thing.
It's crazy though, how much fanfare he has around the world now and all that stuff. It's just teenagers going crazy just after him.
It's not even just teenagers. It is mostly teenagers, but yeah, it's not even just teenagers, man. Zlatan wants to be in a stream.
Yeah.
You know?
No, obviously because they want to cash in on his popularity, but his popularity is amongst teenagers and stuff. That's what I mean. You wouldn't go out of your way and go see him and get a lock of his hair.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Exactly. No. You probably would because you are a fanboy.
I wouldn't. No, I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a fan of no one, but I wouldn't get a lock of his hair.
You're a fan of many, many people, mate. You would pull your gucci down for literally...
you would pull your gucci down for Jeremy Corbyn.
100%. I'm a huge fanboy of Jeremy Corbyn. I always will be.
Yeah.
But Drake.
I'm not a fan of no one. I'm a double alpha.
Drake,
double alpha males. I'm not fans of any.
Speed.
I'm not a fan of any of those. I respect them. No. I respect their craft.
Right.
Because
who's the other guy you
it takes a baller to know a baller.
Right. Okay.
But that's as far as it goes.
Takes a legend to know another legend. Jeremy Corbyn. You know what
I mean? But did you see India's victory parade for the T20 World Cup?
Bits and bobs. I mean, I've been off Instagram for a while.
Did you not see the scenes in Mumbai, though?
Oh, yeah, nuts. I saw that on
that was nuts.
Twitter. But do you think it's T20 World Cup really warrants that big a fanfare?
True. Do you not rate it as much as the ODI World Cup?
Nah, bruv. ODI is a proper thing, isn't it? T20.
You sound like a proper Brummy cuzzy then.
No, but I'm just
World
saying.
Cup is a proper thing, innit?
No, but generally speaking, but do you not think it's a bit too much, like, for a T20? It's a bit embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing.
I
It's a
think it
World
is.
Cup.
It's
What, 32 teams played in it? The whole world played in it. It was proper group
Bro,
stages. It wasn't like an easy route to the final knockout
if India
phases.
didn't win that World Cup, they literally had the biggest resources to win the World Cup.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I'm not arguing any of that. I'm just not. I'm not devaluing the T20.
But I
World Cup.
think I looked on the Instagram pages of all the players. They've got about 20 different posts now with the World Cup, like related to that World Cup win. I think it's just a bit over the top. Like if you look at the Australian players and their reaction to winning the actual World Cup, right?
That's because there's just nowhere near as much media hype for Australia.
No, I know, but generally speaking, even the players, they didn't let it get to them all like, this is the best thing in my career and all that stuff.
I'd be gassing out.
No, you'd be gassing up, but that's what I mean.
If I won the ODI World Cup, I would have a minimum 5 Insta posts. If I won the T20 World Cup, minimum 3.
Yeah, but then some of these players have been going overboard, I think, like literally. So I get it with some of the players, you know what, like it was the last kind of hurrah for them.
Kohli.
Yeah. Kohli, Rohit Sharma, and also like I think Hardik Pandya was going through a bit of a difficult time. So I get it, but generally speaking, I think it's a bit embarrassing to the content that's been taken out of. Like you over celebrating, I think a bit.
I think you're just hating, man.
I'm not hating. Honestly, I did see like it's very good.
Finally, India achieve a trophy, man.
Yeah, but then like look how long it took them to do it, man.
Yeah.
They should have won the Test Championship. They lost that. Lost the ODI World Cup.
ODI World Cup was a big one.
Yeah.
They should have won that one.
Straight up. So I think to then be over celebrate, I think they've overcompensated that loss with this win, basically. 100%.
Some emotions have just ran over a bit.
Yeah, and I think they should have just controlled them a bit better. So whilst it's very heartening, and I think it was amazing to see all the fans and stuff, people were like climbing on trees.
Scenes in Mumbai were crazy.
Crazy, yeah. But
was that more than the amount of people in Argentina after the World Cup win?
No, I think Argentina was like 2 million people or something.
And this was less?
Must be less. Argentina was unbeatable, man. Argentina, did you see that video?
How many people... But don't discount the population in India, man.
No, I know.
How many people... What do I type in? Were at Mumbai, India World Cup celebration? 300,000.
Yeah, see, that's...
Right, now let me ask you, how many people were at Argentina World Cup parade? 4 million people, yeah, so there were more.
Bro, did you not see that video?
India, that's dead then? I don't rate it anymore.
I'm just saying that. 300,000 people.
In Mumbai, the most populous city in India. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Right? Mumbai, the most populous city in the most populous country.
Delhi as well, by the way, but one of the same.
We're going to pretend it's not Delhi. So the most populous city in the most populous country couldn't turn up for a World Cup celebration. And India wants to tell me that cricket's a religion. That's poor, bro.
No, Argentina was different, man. Argentina was different. It was a World Cup, the biggest tournament in the world.
Does cricket just have to take the L?
I think when it comes to a World Cup in cricket and World Cup in football, come on, bro. It's like a huge difference. And Argentina winning it with Messi, it was everything. It was everything. So that Argentina, did you not see that video, like where the streets of Buenos Aires was like, everything was just empty. And then you could literally tell when Argentina scored the winner because of the huge roar that just came from every building and people just piled out of the buildings. It's fucking amazing. It was next level. I thought it was 3 million, but 4 million people on that parade thing, jeez. Like, 4 million people in one space.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
That's crazy.
It's something that you would see people till the end. Like, you won't see the end of the queue.
I agree. These guys should be embarrassed posting about that. Well, staying in India, yeah. Let's stay in India. There's a big wedding going on, if you hadn't noticed.
The most grotesque thing in the world.
But, okay, grotesque is a bit OTT.
It's not.
But anyway, Aishwarya Rai seems to be back on the market.
What do you mean?
She didn't come to the wedding with the Bachchans.
Right.
She came on her own. And there's, I don't know if they're rumours or confirmed rumours, but there's a lot of chat about her soon to be split with Abhishek.
No way. Apparently, there was reports of Abhishek Bachchan not wearing his wedding ring either. Interesting.
But you know what? It's a win back for the boys because we recently lost Margot Robbie.
Right. Again, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is like, that's her name.
I think Aishwarya Rai was arguably the most beautiful Indian woman
in the world. At one point, 100%. 100%.
Well, I think since, who's challenged?
there's not. Aishwarya Rai became like very popular worldwide for her beauty. So there's not been another Indian woman I think that came close to that achieving that sort of fame.
Exactly.
Because she really hit off when she won the whatever it was that she won Miss Universe
or something. Yeah, Miss Universe,
something
like that. Yeah.
So she became like her and like Penelope Cruz, for example, became like these symbols of
icons
beauty.
of beauty. Yeah.
And I don't think another person has matched that since then.
Yeah, I know. I think maybe Katrina Kaif came into the fold.
No, but Katrina Kaif
didn't hit those levels.
Yeah. I mean, Katrina Kaif was popular within India, but worldwide, I wouldn't say Katrina Kaif was
100%, man. 100%.
Katrina Kaif was number one in India, but not probably worldwide. But Aishwarya Rai was known worldwide. And I don't think another person has matched that sort of fame or that level.
They haven't.
Yeah, but right now, a lot of people say that she's just plastic as well. So, by the way, that's another thing.
People find a way to hate, man.
They do.
I'm glad we can agree on some things, Amrit. Last but not least, Punjabi products are just hitting the market, and I just can't help but notice that is it like Apne are making money off products,
What sort of
the latest one that's hit the market?
That Jack Life vodka.
Well, okay, yeah, that's an example, but that's not what I was thinking about. Like, obviously you've had Mr. Singh's. Obviously you've had like Punjab pizza. Obviously you've had I can't even remember. Like, eggless cakes, what they're called. Cake box. Cake box is killing it now. But the latest one to come in, Punjab pizza have brought in their almond milk.
Oh yeah, are you going to pull that out?
I haven't got it on me.
Why are you even talking about it then?
I know, man, but we need to try that. I messaged Amo today. We're going to do it.
Yeah,
we're going to do that.
Tell him to pick it up.
I will. But it's ironic that at pizza shops, most popular product now is the badam dud. Like, people are going crazy over it. Like, I know people that have ordered 5 because they just want it at home. And I know people that have travelled there multiple times to have it. I know people that
I was there a few weeks back, and I knew I was going to pick it up, but I knew my lactose intolerance was going to forget.
100%. So is mine, but it's one where we just have to bite the bullet. Because like people have tried to replicate making it at home, but they can't. Some people are like, oh, they must have brought a chef from India. It's nothing like that.
No.
I think they put in saffron.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when someone at home tries to put in saffron, it fucks up and overbears.
Saffron is like, there's always like a very distinguished way, like how you can use saffron and stuff. Like, you have to leave it in the water for like a longer time before you can put it in.
Either way, they've clocked the recipe.
But have you ever had like saffron in tea? Beauty.
No.
I'll make you. You know what? You don't know how to make. Like, I'll make you.
I don't trust your combinations.
I made the best falafel wrap this afternoon for lunch. Mm-hmm. I wish I could feed you that for
I mean, you could offer me £5,000 or eat that falafel, and
you would
£5,000 to eat that falafel, and I wouldn't take it.
No. You want to get it right? Would you rather take the £5,000 or would you take the falafel?
I'd take the 5,000.
I would too, mate.
Okay, no, but I'm saying you could pay me 5,000 to eat that falafel.
But I'm not paying you £5,000
and I wouldn't eat it.
Right.
No, but I know you're not. But even if you did, I wouldn't take it.
I think you would.
I would.
I think if I gave you tangible currency on the table and a falafel ball,
you know what? Just put the details in. Don't press send, but just put them in and let's see what it looks like. Let's see how I feel.
£5,000?
Yeah, transfer.
Right, okay. When I get £5,000, I'll do it.
But that's all I had to talk about. But did you have anything to say about Akshay Kumar or anything?
Yeah, I mean, have you seen like how his film's been flopping one after the other?
But I feel as though like all Bollywood actors' films flop.
No, not Shah Rukh Khan's mate. He came back huge last year. Shah Rukh Khan, like, he went off
with Jawan and all that shit.
Yeah, he went off and was away for like a couple of years, 3-4 years. Came back with a huge.
Yeah, bang. But Shah Rukh Khan is on that level above Akshay Kumar.
Yeah, but Akshay Kumar is just churning out films and they're just flopping one after the other. I think he's done. Really? I think Bollywood's done with him.
Really?
The audience is done with him. I think. Be interesting.
Really?
Yeah, like there was a film that he came out with, Chote Mia, Bade Mia, that film, right? Yeah, Bade Mia, Chote Mia. Like, literally, it was one of the biggest, like, most expensive films of the year, and it was the biggest flop.
Really?
And that was, like, of his last 11 or 12 films, only, like, 2 have worked, where they've recovered money or maybe made a bit of a profit, but otherwise, everything else has been a huge loss. So the fact is, he still keeps getting work and stuff, and he still charges, like, an extortionate amount for his fees.
Yeah.
But literally, it's just not working.
My guys at cricket are talking about the series that you usually talk about. Like, what is it?
Mirzapur.
Mirzapur.
Banging. But to be honest, I saw the 3 seasons out. I saw the first episode.
They were saying, obviously I've not watched this at all, but they were saying the third season is nowhere near as good as 1 and 2. They said 1 and 2 banged.
Yeah, one and 2 is fucking huge.
Would you recommend I watch it?
100%. You know you like Sacred Games, you would like this. You know how you still use quotes and like names from Sacred Games?
Wendy. Well, your phone name is literally saved as Guy Donde on my phone.
Yeah.
And I greet you as Guy Donde every time I meet you.
But you think that's an insult? Guy Donde was a fucking badass in this series. He was literally what made it all.
Right.
You know that meme I send you every day?
Yeah, unfortunately.
The same video.
I actually love that you deactivated Insta.
No. But now that I found I've deactivated Instagram.
No, say it, come on.
Deactivate Instagram. I find myself on a lot more on LinkedIn.
So this wasn't even recording, mate.
I think it's time to end the podcast on that note.
Right, fuck it. I can't be asked to start the camera, so you just had my face for the last bit of that. But yeah, we'll end the podcast now. Yeah, you say it out, man. You sound it out. Tell the viewers what to do, man.
Go subscribe. Well, if the camera's not my face, then what is it?
Turn it towards you. Turn it towards you.
No, okay, you mime it. I'll say it.
Okay, turn it towards you.
No. You mime it, so it's your face, and I'll say it.
Okay.
We're done with the podcast tonight, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and then we'll see you next time for episode 64.